Yes, I love Pink Floyd. So we got questions I got to answer first. But before you start going crazy in the chat room, let me answer the ones that we got already.
First one from Douglas.
From Douglas.
What were the first impressions you got from the rest of the guys when you officially became the new singer for Exodus?
Well, my first impressions, that they like to drink, that Rick was crazy. Because when I first joined, Rick was in the band. He left after. And then, but we went to NAMM together and we had fun and that was it. You know what I mean? They were just, they were cool dudes before I became the singer anyway. So.
They can't hear the
I know.
So
yeah.
How do you feel about the constant comparisons between Zetra and you?
The constant comparison between me and Zet, whatever. Everyone's got an opinion. It is what it is. People are gonna always do it, I guess. It's the job I got.
Guitar in the background, yeah, that's Gary Sullivan.
Yeah, Gary's working on leads today. I tracked vocals this morning, and then so Gary goes today. He's doing some solos. Zet was Zet,
No, that's what they say. Okay. What is your favorite song to play live? Exodus song to play live?
My favorite, I'm gonna go with No Love. That one's got it's just a good one. That one and Strike of the Beast. Those two are just my favorite songs to sing live. Bonded is good too, but No Love is definitely like it's got that just It is laggy, but it's slow, man, and not everything has to be fast. That's kind of the point. Okay, Lee, what's the next question?
Might already have been out there. Rob, you're singing in a legendary band, so of course the comparisons to old singers is bound to happen. But did you ever start to think that you were stepping into a legendary band and the shoes you had to fill were huge? If so, did you think, and how did it affect you? That's a long one.
Well, how did I feel stepping into the... Well, Zed had quit, and they needed a singer. Steve didn't want to do it, Escobar. Paul had passed away, and the band wanted to continue on, and they needed a singer. So, I auditioned. That was it, and that was the way it went. They, no matter what, I either wanted the job or I didn't. And I never really thought about it as like, I just knew I could sing the songs and that I would have fun doing it, I guess. I really didn't, whatever. Yeah, Gary has more viewers. Well, he's Gary Holt, dude. Come on. I'm really going to break my balls about how many viewers. Whatever. Go ahead. I got 50 viewers. I'm lucky to have 50. How many viewers you got? Motherfucker. I'm not mad.
Next question. Will there be a documentary about Exodus?
No, there will be no documentaries about Exodus ever. Yes, we have one come out in January. It's not really a documentary about Exodus, though. It's really just about the time since I've been in the band. We do touch on the history of the band a little bit, about the beginnings, but we don't really go into a lot of the past stuff. I think they're. I think that's for another day.
Hey Rob, your tattoos are sick. What was your first one?
My first tattoo was a little Reaper that I had up here. It's actually covered up now. It was done by this strung out, spun, cokehead Harley dude, because he's the only dude who had. They were illegal in New York, so it was the only place to go. Was his shop? Was And then I got that there, and then later in life, thankfully I was, I didn't get a lot of bad tattoos. I was drunk for a long time, and then when I quit drinking, I actually started getting tattooed more and more heavily as the years went on, only because I knew, I kind of figured the etiquette of tattooing out, and I fell in love with the art, and so that's that.
What would be your favorite outlaw or gunman from the Old West?
I guess Jesse James is about the only one I really know of. I don't know. I don't really have one, to be honest with you.
Do you like Japanese anime? If so, what's your favorite?
Ninja Scroll is my favorite. I do like Japanese anime. I'm more into other cartoons, but that is Ninja Scroll is good. So yeah, Ninja Scroll is my favorite. Full Metal Alchemist I've only watched a few times. I like Samurai Jack. Trigun I'm not really familiar with. Vampire D I've watched a few. They're pretty good. Samurai Jack also has another one. It's a futuristic one, but I can't remember the name of it right now. G.G. Allen is okay. Oh, Cowboy Bebop. There you go. Yeah, it's great. Oh, Cowboy Bebop's awesome, man. G.G. Allen, he's all right. I'm not really that huge a fan. Gary and Lee are more fans than I am.
What was the first concert you've ever been to?
Concert I've ever been to? I think it was Three Dog Night when I was little. My parents took me to it. I love that song. Jeremiah was a bullfrog, or whatever I don't know. That's the only part I remember. But yeah, I was little. I was a little kid. Do we have cover art for Exhibit B? Yes. What else?
Are you coming to Canada?
Been there a bunch of times. Hopefully they let me back in. They always give me a hard time because I've been arrested. So they have they give you a hard time every time you go into Canada about that. Yes, it's called Exhibit B, The Human Condition. That is the name of the next record. Joy to the World. There it is. Yeah, that's the name of the song.
Last album was amazing. Since you've been on 3 Exodus records, how do you approach the new material?
I mean, it's pretty standard, man. I mean, basically, whenever we do stuff, it's either I'm trying to use my own voice, or we try to that's very Bailoff-y, you know what I mean? Try to eat there, I do it naturally anyway, but Bailoff is the model for all the stuff that we kind of do. Other than that, man, it's just, the band is taken on a change of its own in the last, 5 years. Since Tempo, I think Tempo even, when I listen to Tempo, I hear Zetro really just trying to get that lower, that stomach voice, not Phil Anselmo. Not coming from there. I'm talking early Hetfield, early Araya, how they just tried to scream, but not so. I think he really did a really awesome job on Tempo, and I thought that's where the band started to make its own transformation into a little darker, heavier stuff, and that's how I approach it. You know what I mean? Just not try to. You can't please everybody. Everybody's got an opinion, right? So it is what it is. We're just doing what we want to do, and we're not really listening to anybody doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? They say what they want, but we're doing what we want, and All right, before Lee goes on, I know you're a fan of Otto and George and Doug Stanhope. Any comedians similar in humor that you would recommend? Actually, yeah, I love Otto and George. Otto's been my friend for a long time. I recently started talking with Doug Stanhope, who's awesome. He's very funny. Christopher Titus is got some funny shit. Pretty sick and twisted. Mike DiStefano, Joe Rogan is he's one of the best out there. There's a bunch, man. who am I thinking of? The big, tall, blonde dude. He'd Be on the Pale is one of his comedy albums. I can't remember his name. King Baby is the name of their record. It's really great. Greg Giraldo is awesome. Mike DiStefano. There's so many comedians. I mean, I go see a lot of comedians, and I hang out with a bunch because they're all really funny, cool people. I've been to a bunch of comedy specials. Jim Gaffigan, there you go. I just went to a taping for Comedy Central of Mike DiStefano and Amy something. I can't remember her name, but she was very funny. I'll think of it before that.